Hello there everybody, my name is Geardude, here today with an audio commentary to share my thoughts on the future of Titanfall as a series. I've been contemplating when to make this video for the last month or so in case anything I say here were to become outdated in a very short period of time, but it looks like at this point there isn't going to be any more major news from Respawn for the next while, so I think I'm safe. But in case anything I do say here wrong gets disproven very fast, well, I mean, it's fine. I'm sure most of you have heard, in case you haven't or you've forgotten, there's going to be 3 more game updates for Titanfall 2, one this month, one in November, and then in December, although the only new piece of DLC we're going to be receiving is some paid weapon elite skins, which is great, I really do like those, plus some free community created call signs. Besides that though, these updates are going to be focused around game balance. Then I presume at the end of the year, Respawn is hoping to have the game balance pretty perfect, and then kind of disappear in terms of direct support for Titanfall 2. I still see plenty of comments hoping that Respawn will surprise us with another major piece of content, such as a map or Titan. While that would be great, I personally would say don't get your hopes up for something like that. I don't believe we're going to see any more major pieces of DLC. In a little over a couple weeks from now, it'll be the 1-year anniversary of the game, which for a lot of games is around when support starts to slow down for them. With that said, of course, a lot of the games it's not true, but for FPSs, I mean like Call of Duty for example, which I guess they do get a new installment every year because of their 3 development teams, I'm just saying that a year of support is pretty great, and to see it slow down, I just gotta say that I'm grateful for everything that Respawn has given us throughout the entirety of Titanfall 2. With 8 total DLC updates consisting of maps, a couple of weapons, a totally new Titan, a bunch of cosmetic content, new game mode / game mode variants, which by the way, there will still be some game mode variants coming out, I forgot to mention that, and although many, including myself at times, have expressed being underwhelmed with certain pieces of content, namely the general maps, except for one being remasters from Titanfall 1. For Respawn being a fairly small studio compared to those of their main competitors, and with Titanfall 2 not selling as well as Respawn and EA originally probably hoped for, they've managed to supply us with a considerable amount of free DLC on a monthly basis from February to August. I believe that, as of now, Respawn, the Titanfall development team, part of them, have shifted their focus to development of the next Titanfall game. Keep in mind that Respawn has gone on record saying they do have separate teams for each of their projects, one for Titanfall, and a separate team for their upcoming Star Wars game. And also, just a couple of days ago, it was announced that they've been secretly working on a VR game, exclusively releasing on Oculus Rift. It's been confirmed that it has nothing to do with Titanfall or their Star Wars game. The VR title is currently scheduled to not be released until 2019, and supposedly their Star Wars game will release in 2019 as well. As much as I am legitimately excited for both of these projects, I'm now worried that we may not see Titanfall 3 until the year 2020. For a long while now, I've been predicting spring of 2019 release for Titanfall 3, as that would be a good amount of development time, and I still think spring would be the smartest time for Respawn to release it, as there isn't typically any major first-person shooter games released around then. If they were to release Titanfall 3 in the holiday season of next year, 2018, I think that would be a bad choice, as it was with Titanfall 2. Now maybe if they held off until like the end of November or early December, that'd be better than right between Call of Duty and Battlefield, like with Titanfall 2, but I still think the game would perform way better for sales to release it far away from those titles. And also a new Battlefield is scheduled to release at the end of next year, plus Call of Duty of course, so just staying far away from those games in particular. I mean, of course there is some other competition for Titanfall, but I mean, in terms of arcade shooters, I said they all kind of appeal to the same player base for the most part. I know people do have preferences, so maybe not until 2020. Or realistically, I just want Respawn to take as much time as they need to make another great Titanfall game, but just the thought of it that it could be that far away is kind of saddening, to be honest. Keep in mind, this is all 100% speculation from me. I don't have any insider information of any type. I guess another thing I should say is that I do believe we're going to see another Titanfall title, as while the series hasn't done as well as hoped originally, it's still decently well known, and it's Respawn's baby. They're not going to throw away the series, plus they have been hiring people for the Titanfall team throughout most of this year. And Titanfall and Titanfall 2 are truly excellent games. More people just need to know about the series. I don't know, I just wanted to share my personal predictions. Titanfall 2 still has a player base, making it possible to find plenty of matches. At least for me, that's been fine here in North America, as long as it's not too late at night. I'd love to hear your thoughts on anything I've said here in this commentary. Thank you all for the support on my videos. I'm still going to be playing and uploading Titanfall 2, but finally now experimenting with some other games, doing live commentary and funny moments. For the most part, I think is what I've got planned. Also doing some other stuff, you'll see soon. My name has been Jared. Have yourself a fantastic day. Goodbye.